had and the effects that mono can have and how it's a slow burn illness that can keep you off tour for months at a time. You didn't really seem to have that problem. So how did you get back to fitness, full fitness, so quickly?
That was a process, really. You know, I missed the whole European swing, and it might have been a blessing in disguise because I felt fresh, you know, ever since I started playing in the States. But definitely my first tournament back, I think it was Indianapolis, I wasn't, you know, 100% physically as far as, you know, fatigue-wise. I think it's gotten a little better, you know, ever so slowly. I actually had a scare in the tournament in Cincinnati. I thought I might have come back, so I just felt horrible, and fortunately it didn't. And I took a good 3 days off before this tournament because I knew I needed the rest, and that's what my body was telling me to do, and I feel good.
When you talk about having a scare, was it just that you just felt exhausted, or was it for you, or the symptoms?
No, I think more exhausted. It was my fifth. I played 5 straight tournaments. I wasn't planning on playing Montreal, but I actually got into that tournament because I did really well in DC. So that kind of threw a wrench in our plans, and I went there and I, you know, played 2 matches, did pretty well there, and then so never really had time off. Never played 5 tournaments in a row. And I kind of felt the effects of that. My second match in Cincinnati.
And you were playing doubles, so
yeah.
Why play doubles when you're already trying to conserve your energy?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I like to play doubles, and I like to play with my partner Sam. We have a lot of fun, and there's absolutely no pressure. If I go out there and don't make a ball, he'll just laugh it off. So there's no that doesn't, you know, put too much stress on me.
John, you were diagnosed in May, but when do you think it really began?
Probably around. I was playing a challenger in Georgia. I guess it was. God, it's hot in here. Early May, and it was hot and humid, and I played. I was in the quarterfinals, and I played 2 games, and I was just done, and thought it might have been the heat. And then I came back. I remember I had 7 days before I was going over to Paris, and I tried practicing through it, and the weekend hit, and I just felt really, really sick, and I finally got checked out, and sure enough, I had mono.
How serious did you think it was, you know, knowing what happened with Mardo and Chichi, what Federer went through?
You know, I guess they were able to tell that it wasn't a real, it was acute, I guess that's what they said, so it hadn't been in my system for that long, kind of just came up. And as long as I did the right things, you know, they said I would be able to recover fully, and I did. I went back home to North Carolina, and I ate really healthy. I know my mom spoiled me, and I think that helped a lot. And I kind of just rested up and ate really healthy, and just kind of just took it easy.
It seemed like midway through the second set of your match, you started to mistime your forehand a little bit more. Was that a reaction to the way Hanescu was scrambling, or was it more of a technical issue?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I started off so well. The first set and a half, I as well as I've played in a long, long time, and he was able to get a break back in the second and kind of level the match. And I think he felt more comfortable after that point as well. I felt like, you know, he might have played. I felt like he played pretty well, and he was scrambling, and he was making a lot of balls. Doesn't look like he's that fast out there, but he gets to a lot of balls, and he's making me hit a lot of extra shots, and unfortunately, I started missing a few.
How do you feel going to the next match with a day's rest?
Yeah, I'll be fine. And I feel like I could go tomorrow if I had to. So tomorrow's day rest will be perfect. I'll hit lightly and get a massage and take it easy. It'll be nice.
Talk about the tiebreak a little bit. Fighting off 10 set points in the second set.
Yeah. Is that what it was? Jesus. You're right. Sorry. Yeah, that was. I started off a little bit slow. Obviously, I didn't really want it to go to a tiebreaker. I had a 3-1 lead or whatnot in the second set. I think I was down 5-2, and he was serving, so he had 2 serves at 5-2 and at 6-3, and I played 2 good service points at 6-3 and 6-4, and played a really good point at 6-5, so I leveled it up, and I think he had maybe 5 on his serve, and each one of those points I played really, really well. I just told myself if I could just get one advantage, I might be able to take it, and that's what happened.
Any other questions?
seems like a lot of your big results this summer have come as you now move into your third full year on tour as a professional.
Yeah.
Is that just becoming more accustomed to life on tour, or something you've been working on specifically?
No, I think it is. Last year was a learning experience for me. I shot up in the rankings really high when I first came out, but was kind of ahead of my learning curve really. Although I was, at a nice ranking, my game wasn't where it should be then. And last year I took a lot of losses, a lot of bumps and bruises, and I think your second time around, like my second full year around, I knew it was going to be a little bit easier, and so I'm playing better and I'm more comfortable at each and every event.
Considering what you just said, do you feel that there is more and more pressure on young US teams players right now?
No, I think last year coming in this tournament, I wasn't really playing that well. Didn't really win too many matches prior to this tournament, and then I kind of felt a lot of pressure because it was kind of the last hardcore tournament, in the States, and so I wanted to do really well. And I told myself this year, even if I did go out and lose first round, I still had a great summer and improved my ranking a lot. So I don't feel much pressure out there at all.
I said that because before when the US used to be the dominant country on the tour, and it's not the case anymore.
No.
And so how do you deal? How do you guys deal with it?
I don't really think too much about it. I mean, if I don't succeed, then who cares really? I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I try not to stress about it. We still have some. I mean, obviously Andy is up there, and I know James will get back up there. He's been struggling with injuries, and Sam's playing really well. And I'm kind of right behind those guys. So hopefully I can get into the top 50, which I think is coming up, and then once I get there, go from there. And so I want to be a big name, in tennis, not just American tennis. So I want my name to be thrown out there, at the other events, not just the ones that are in the States.
But you don't feel like people here are expecting too much of it from you?
No, I don't feel like that. Maybe last year they were, and I might have felt a little pressure. But I mean, I don't know. I don't feel any pressure like that at all, really.
Well, to answer who cares, I imagine the USTA must care. If you don't have Americans doing well,
Yeah.
that's going to affect, I would imagine, economics of the tour.
Yeah.
Prize money, television rights, things like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that who cares. I mean, it's just I don't really stress too much about it. I think that's kind of a good mentality to have. If I do well, great. If I don't, it's not the end of the world either. So obviously, yeah, I think the better the American players do, it's going to help us a lot with sponsorships and stuff like that. But